Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Tot Shabbat with me, Rabbi Matt, and our religious school director, Gail Mahler. Awesome to have you here. Actually, we're looking at this camera right here. I was so used to looking at the other camera. This is the camera that we're needing to look at. I'm Rabbi Matt. This is Gail. We are so excited to be sharing another Tot Shabbat with you. The one getting close to Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the new Jewish New Year, which is going to start in just 1 week. So we invite you to join in, sing as much as you can, dance along to the songs even if you'd like. You'll see on the screen before you, right at the top, we're going to celebrate with candles. We're going to celebrate with grape juice. We're going to celebrate with challah, special round challahs that you'll see later on for the cycle of life and the beginning of a new year. But first, Hine Matov, how good it is for all of us to be together, to share Shabbat with family. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Gail's gonna light the Shabbos candles now. Kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We thank you, God, for giving us mitzvot, special things to do that help us be thankful for the things and people who make our lives great. One of those mitzvot is lighting the Shabbat candles. And now we're going to say, we are ready to go. We are ready to pray. I'm going to turn just a little bit toward the ark here as we sing Baruch Hu, the call to prayer. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai yai, yai lai 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 yai. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 yai. As you see in front of you, it's time for all the Kinderlach, all the kids to sing, and right below that, open up our eyes as we get ready to chant and sing the Shema. Those cute little eyeballs right there in the screen. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. And we will know that you are one. If you've been sitting, please stand up for the Shema. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Feel free to be seated if you've been standing up. And now it's story time, but right before that, a special Rosh Hashanah themed story. We got this cute little song, Apples Dipped in Honey. It was a new one for me, although many of you, maybe parents more, but sometimes kids might know, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. I forgot the words after that, but it's still a rhymey rhyme. All right, so lead us in and use the microphone, please, because they'll hear you much better with the microphone.
You got it, okay. Dip the apple in the honey,
make a bracha loud and clear.
Lishana tova umetuka, have a happy, sweet new year. Dip the apple in the honey,
make a bracha loud and clear.
Have Lashana Tova Umetuka.
Have a happy, sweet new year. So I'm going to share with you now This is an awesome, awesome story. Don't worry, you're not going to need to read the little book that looks very small for you because it's right on the split screen. This is another great PJ library book. I remember I actually got it for one of my two kids and read it to them and thought it was a great, great story called The Apple Tree's Discovery, written by Penina Schramm and Rachel Eckstein Davis, and illustrated by Wendy W. Lee. This is a wonderful, wonderful Rosh Hashanah story, and about having pride in who you are and the special things that you can bring to life. In a great oak forest where the trees grew tall and majestic, there was a little apple tree. It was the only apple tree in that forest, and it stood alone. The winter came as the snow fell to the forest floor. It covered the branches of the little apple tree. The forest was quiet and peaceful. One night, the little apple tree looked up at the sky and saw a wonderful sight. The stars in the sky appeared to be hanging on the branches of the oak trees. "Oh God," wished the little apple tree, "how lucky those trees are to have such beautiful stars hanging on their branches. I want more than anything in the world to have stars. Then I would feel truly special." Well, God looked down on the apple tree and said gently, "Have patience, little apple tree." Time passed, the snows melted, spring came to the land. Tiny white and pink buds appeared on the apple tree, beautiful. People walked by and admired the beautiful blossoms. All summer long, the apple tree continued to grow and grow, the branches filled with green leaves, forming a canopy overhead. But night after night, the little apple tree looked up at the millions and millions of stars. "Oh God," the tree cried, "I want more than anything in the world to have stars on my branches and in my leaves, just like the great oak trees." God looked down and said, "Little apple tree, you already have gifts. Your fragrant blossoms fill the air. Your branches offer a resting place for birds, and your leaves offer shade for weary travelers. Isn't that enough?" The apple tree sighed and answered, "Dear God, I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I appreciate the pleasure that I give to others, but I want more than anything in the world is to have stars. Then I would feel truly special." God smiled and said, "Be patient, little apple tree." Well, the seasons changed again. It was fall, and the little tree was filled with many beautiful apples. Walking in the forest, people reached up and picked the tasty fruit. I've gone apple picking. Have you? It's a lot of fun. Still, when night fell on the forest, the apple tree looked through the oak trees at the stars and called out, "Oh God, I want more than anything in the world to have stars on my branches. Then I would truly feel special." God asked, "Isn't it enough that you now have wonderful apples to offer?" The apple tree shook its branches sadly. Let's try and shake those branches sadly. At that moment, God caused a hard wind to blow. The apple tree began to sway even more, and suddenly apples fell from the top branch. When they hit the ground, they split open. "Look," commanded God. "What do you see?" The little apple tree looked down and saw that right in the center of each apple was a star. "Stars! I have stars!" The little apple tree rejoiced. "Yes," God laughed. "You do have stars, and they've been there all along. You just didn't know it." What an awesome story about the pride that each of us can have in being just who we are and finding the special things about yourself that make you a wonderful human being. We're going to go to the next slide now for the traditional children's blessing. And if you're near your child or children, you can either put a hand on their shoulders or a hand on their head and say these words with me. May God bless you and keep you every moment, every day. May God smile at you and fill your heart in every way. May God help you find the goodness in everything you do. May you be blessed with peace and love. And we'll chant this. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. And parents, you can say, Kain Yehi Ratzon. May this be God's will. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'hunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And for those of you watching, if you haven't been singing the blessing, say, Kain Yehi Ratzon. May this be exactly what happens, the gifts and blessings for your child or for each of your children. So we've done a little bit of song, we've done a little bit of story, we've done a little bit of prayer of tefillah, and now we're going to make it very, very special by having our juice and saying, thank you, God, for the fruit of the vine. And we'll chant that together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. We say l'chaim, to life. Oh, that's good. All right, and we're going to do the motzi for the challah. Look at these awesome, a braided one. That's kind of a traditional Shabbat. Rosh Hashanah is the traditional circle. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. You say in Hebrew, b'te'avon. It's like saying bon appetit, enjoy. Good thing I saved some of my grape juice. And a special, special treat, apples and honey for the new Jewish year, which is coming up in just a week's time. The year that's going to start in a week, 5781. So we're going to do the prayer for different types of fruits that come from the tree. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'etz. All right, you want to taste some of that? Oh, I do have my own. Awesome. Separate. It's mic'd chewing. That's seriously good.
Delicious.
Can you blow a shofar while you're wearing a headset mic? Let me check this right out. Hold on one second. All Right, so this is the first time with this. This is one of the temple shofars or ram's horn. This has a cool little sharp ending to it. And look, 1, 2, 3 different corkscrews. It's like a big roller coaster ride. So this was once on an animal. The same shofar that called out to Abraham when Abraham was with his son. Same type of shofar that announces a new year like we're doing tonight. So feel free to call it out, and I'll give them the sounds.
Ready? Okay. Tekiah. Shivarim. Teruah. Ready? Okay. Tekiah Gedolah.
Big breath here.
Beautiful.
That was pretty loud.
Wow. That's awesome.
I don't know if it was mic'd at the same time that it was loud, but I had fun blowing the shofar. It's a tough instrument. Even if you play trumpet or French horn, it's a tough instrument because the mouthpiece is not like a little brass mouthpiece. It's every single shofar is a little bit different. So even the best shofar sounders sometimes have an off note. So it's been wonderful sharing Shabbat with you. Just keep in mind that Gail's going to take it away with her craft, that on Rosh Hashanah at 3 o'clock, I believe, there's going to be a live stream of us leading the Rosh Hashanah Tot service right here where we're standing. And I have a special treat, a special friend that's going to be coming to visit us, and you'll be able to meet this special friend on Rosh Hashanah day 1, somewhere in that 3 p.m. Tot service. So Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to give it over to Gail. Thank you for setting up this beautiful spread.
Yes, take some more apples, honey. Okay, everybody, you know me. I have a craft, but tonight, I keep forgetting because I never use a microphone. But here I do. Tonight I do. But you know me. It's Rosh Hashanah. We're celebrating pre-Rosh Hashanah tonight. So instead of 1 craft or 2, I have 3 simple and special crafts. So you can either try it now at home or after, or you can try to find me, call me, and I will explain. But it's really simple and very special. So I hope you have fun along with me demonstrating this. Okay. First of all, I would like to cut this apple in half, because the story that Rabbi Matt read ended with the apple had a star in it. So I'm going to take this plate, and if you can, I'll just move this here, and very carefully have Mom or Dad or Savta or Bubby or Grandpa cut it for you. So don't do this on your own. And very carefully. And I'm going to cut it, and look what, if you can see close. Go up to the TV. Look, the video. Look, you can see. What's in the center? It's a star. Just like the tree, the apple tree had a star. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make Lashana Tova, Happy New Year cards. That's the first craft. So, paint. I'm sure you have some paint at home. So I have some red for a red apple, yellow for a yellow apple, and green for a green apple. And you can see I have apples right here. You can color it any color you want the apple. Whatever your imagination says, it's beautiful. Okay, so you're going to wipe the apple down a little bit just to make it a little dry, because apples are very juicy and tasty. So you want to wipe it down. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper. I have this kind of thicker paper, like a card. And I'm going to take a paintbrush or anything. You know, you don't want to, you can dip it, but might be too much paint on it. So I found a trick. I am going to put the paint on the apple. I'm going to go all the way around, put enough paint, but not where it's all dripping down and making a big mess. But that's okay. It's washable paint. So So it's all good, washable paint. And I'm going to put it all around the apple, just like so. Then I'm going to take the paper, which is going to be my card to send to family and friends. And what do you think I'm going to do? I'm not going to eat it. That wouldn't be good. I am going to stamp it. You know what a rubber stamp or stamps are? I'm going to stamp this apple. And I'm going to take a little bit more. And I think it was a little wet, but that's okay. And I'm going to stamp it again. This one didn't come out so good. And we have the seeds in the center. And you can see the center is a little bit of a star. This might take a little bit of practice. I'm sure you kiddos will do a lot better than me. But I'm going to try now to wipe it off with a little water and a little paper towel. And I'm going to dry it again to get it. Maybe I have to dry it a little bit better this time. That was just a trial run. I'm going to dry it off again, this apple, this star. And I am going to take another piece of paper to make another card. Make as many New Year cards as you like. People need cards and happy messages. And I'm going to blot it again with this yellow apple. I'm going to make this red apple yellow. Isn't that cool? I'm going to make it yellow. Okay. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to, what am I going to do again? That's right, I heard you. We're going to stamp it again. And we're going to stamp it again. And it didn't come out. I'm going to stamp it again. And now we have two sides of the apple. Isn't that cool? We have two sides. And then we can take a marker and we can write on the card. What do you think I'm going to write? I'm going to write Happy New Year. Leshana Tova. And you can let it dry and you can do even more cards with more apples. Now, it's very cheerful and very colorful. The next craft I have is, let me just move these just off to the side, so this less it's washable paint. I have a coffee filter here. There's something we do on Rosh Hashanah, it's called tashlich. That's a tricky word, say tashlich, like clearing your throat, tashlich. And that is a custom, a tradition. We go to some body of water and we think about certain things that we did during the year that maybe weren't the greatest choices. Maybe we didn't think first and we knew we should have done better. So we want to stand at this body of water and think about those choices and say, we're going to do better next year, and kind of throw away those choices. And we're going to start over in the new year. We're going to start over fresh and new and making really good choices. And that's going to make us feel really good inside. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this is something you can do at home. You could do tashlich in the safety of your own house this year. I'm going to take a coffee filter, just a plain old coffee filter. And I am going to write on it, what color should I use? You said blue? Blue is good. Okay. So I'm going to write on this coffee filter, or you can draw a picture, just how you see it in your mind, of something that maybe I could have done better this year. And I really thought about it. I love my friends. My friends are special. My friends are treasure to me, and I'm sure your friends are too, and your family. And sometimes we all get busy in our daily life. Sometimes our day doesn't go as we would like it. And sometimes, without purposely thinking, we're not so nice to our friends. And the other day, my friend really needed to talk to me, and I didn't call her back that evening, and I felt really bad. I felt like, you know what, she really needed to speak to me, and I thought, and then it was too late, it was 10 o'clock, it was too late to call her back in the nighttime, and when I woke up, I made sure I called her, and I said I was sorry. So between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we say, I'm sorry for the things I did wrong, and I'm going to do better in the coming year. And that's what tashlich helps us do. So I'm going to write on this, I am sorry, or the thing that I did wrong was not calling pink one, not calling my friend when she needed me. So I'm going to write this on this coffee filter. And I'm going to think about that time that I didn't call her when she needed me, and that I did call her the following day, but I really should have spoken to her when she needed me, and I'm going to do better this year. I am going to, if a friend needs me, I am going to be there. So what I'm going to do is pretend you're at a lake or pretend you're at the ocean, and I am going to dip this coffee filter in the water and get it really good. I'm going to leave it there for a few minutes, okay? I'm going to leave it there, soaking. But we want to do better this year. So what we can do next is just wipe your hands off a little bit. I'm going to take another coffee filter, okay? Because we always want to end on a happy note. So I am going, it's a new year. I'm going to take another marker. I'm going to take, what did you say? Purple. Right, purple. And I'm going to say, I will be a good friend, and a happy face. And I maybe will decorate this later on with some flowers and some hearts. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put that in the water. You know why? Because I don't want it to wash away. I want to keep it. I want to remember this all year. I'm washing away the things we did wrong. Goodbye, things we did wrong. You're not here anymore. But I will be a good friend. And you know what I'm going to do with this paper, this coffee filter? I'm going to save it all year. Maybe I'll put it on the refrigerator, or I'll put it in a special place in my room, or somewhere in my office. But I'm going to save this because it's going to remind me that I will be a good friend. So you save the good one. Now, oh my! Are you ready? Close your eyes. Are you ready? I'm so excited. Look what's going to happen. Look what happened. It went away. Look, I did not call my friend when she needed me. Do you see it? I don't see it. It's gone. But what is still here is that I will be a good friend all year. So these are two simple crafts, but I said I have a third. It's not really a craft. I'm going to do a taste test for you. Which do you like at home? Do you like red apples? Okay, a lot of you do. Do you like green apples, the sour ones? I like those too. Those are good. Or yellow. It's kind of in between a sour and a red. Kind of in between. Those are yummy, yellow apples. So what I'm going to do is take this knife. It was clean. It was just cutting the apple with the stars. And I am going to carefully, with your parent, this is a knife, okay? So you're going to carefully, with your parents, cut a slice of each one. Here goes the yellow. We're going to stick this off to the side. And green. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to close my eyes when I do a taste test. And I'm going to see which one I think I like best. Okay, my turn. Yes. Okay. I am going to close my eyes because it's a taste test. And I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to shuffle these plates around. Are they shuffled? Are they shuffled? You think they're shuffled good? Okay. So now I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to take a bite. I need one more bite. Hold on. It's sweet. It's crunchy. This is crunchy. Very crunchy sweet apple, but not too sweet. All right. Put it down. Okay. Now I'm taking this one. You watching? Okay. It's a little softer and juicy. It's nice. Good apple. But the other one was crunchier and sweeter. This is juicier and not as sweet. Okay. Sit down. Okay. Third one. It's sour. I bet I know this is the green one. It's sour, but it's good. It's a good green apple. Well, which do you think I like the best? This was crunchy and sweet. This was a juicy apple. And this was sour, but tasty. To make a decision. I like them all. I like all three apples. Yellow, red, and green. Apples are healthy. It reminds us of Rosh Hashanah. We dip it in the honey to make it even sweeter. Even though apples are sweet and delicious, the honey makes it sweeter. It makes us feel sweet inside, and feeling sweet inside makes us do sweet things to our family and friends. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's Rosh Hashanah themed Tot Shabbat. I hope you all join us for our young children's service, virtual service. Please, I'm Gail Maller, religious school director here. Please call me or text me, or I can guide you through a few of the crafts, or if you have any questions regarding our temple or religious school, I'm here. This was a really fun evening. I was looking forward to it all week, and I'm so happy we got to spend it together in the safety of our own homes. Shabbat Shalom and Lashana Tova. Happy and healthy New Year, everyone.